During the late 19th century, the rich agricultural landscape of Wheatland, New York, gave rise to the architectural ingenuity of Garbett native John Talcott Wells Sr. With no formal training as an architect, Wells broke away from post and beam construction by developing and patenting an innovative truss system. Designed to balance outward and inward forces, these trusses created soaring, open interior storage spaces. Rising up from beneath the floor, Gothic arches dramatically combined form and function. This groundbreaking design allowed farmers to roll their wagons and equipment directly inside a Wells barn, drastically improving their hay loading efficiency. Crews constructed approximately 100 of these incredible barns throughout western New York from 1886 to 1942. It's fairly rare to have archival blueprints, drawings, and images that document the barn building process. Traditionally a farmer, his family, friends, and able-bodied individuals from the surrounding community would gather together to raise a barn, pooling their varied talents, skills, and abilities. Built as a collective effort, a barn would generally follow the regional building style of other barns in the same vicinity, often embodying the ethnic traditions and local customs of the people who gathered to build it. However, archival artifacts showcasing a Wells barn built on the grounds of the Utica State Hospital farm in the early 1900s reveal that John Talcott Wells Sr. was absolutely meticulous with his architectural drawings and methodical in his specialized construction process. With its foundation prepared and ready, the barn's sills and floor joists were installed, and the floorboards were placed loosely to provide a working surface for constructing the bents. Using a chalk template drawn directly on the barn floor, the bents, made up of 2 trusses each, were constructed. After the bents were built on the ground, they were stacked in the reverse order of their raising. Stacking the trusses in reverse order allowed crews of men to put them into place fairly efficiently. As each bent was raised, it was tied to the previously raised bent with a girt, purlin, or temporary brace. With the trusses and the end bents in place, the barn's skeleton took shape. From there, the rest of the barn's structure was filled in, fleshed out, and readied for agricultural use. In 1889, when John Talcott Wells Sr. first patented his truss design, his invention satisfied a growing demand for larger barns. By then, the barns that had been built by pioneer farmers were no longer adequate. Because of expansion and specialization, farmers needed more stalls for horses and cows, and more storage space for hay and grain. Dramatic changes in agriculture after World War II, however, caused the demise of Wells barns and other grand barns. The practice of storing large, loose piles of hay was abandoned in favor of storing baled, stackable hay. Barns with soaring storage spaces were replaced by utilitarian metal storage options. Huge machines outpaced and replaced farmers and their hired hands. Wells barns eventually lost their original purpose, becoming outdated and obsolete. In an effort to save and revitalize the Wells barns that remain, a handful of creative individuals have given some of these old barns new lives. No longer an agricultural service, a few Wells barns have been transformed into wedding and event venues, family homes, and even an indoor climbing gym. Several other Wells barns, however, are in need of rescuing. Who has the creativity, the ingenuity, and the ability to re-envision new roles for the Wells barns that remain still standing? Do you